Hello.
Hello.
Hello, new face. Well,
Hi.
not new face. Hi, where's Gregor?
Away. Holiday? Portugal?
Holiday. I heard
Yeah,
he's golfing.
golf. Yeah. Hopefully
I
he's
heard he's
winning.
golfing.
Fingers
Hopefully.
crossed. Yeah.
And not too sunburnt.
Yes.
No, he's got a 2-week holiday. 2 weeks?
I know.
What do we
Crazy.
What do we do without him? But luckily, Karl is willing to take over his duty for this week. Really appreciate that. So we just swapped some Scottish for some Irish.
Yeah.
See how that
They're
goes.
basically the same.
Close
Right,
enough.
maybe not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
close enough. Close enough.
Because here it comes.
And its closest point, there's like 12 miles between where I
that's
live and where he
fine.
lives. So it's all good. It's all good.
Well, do you live close? You don't live close.
No. I meant 12 miles of water between Northern Ireland and Scotland.
Oh, that's nothing.
You could swim that.
I can't swim, so no.
Well, no swimming.
No swimming at all. Can't swim. Straight down.
Oh.
Like
Fun fact, Gregor can't swim either.
Well,
so there's
well, there you go.
more coming here. Yeah.
So is this how they once decided what the border between Scotland and Ireland was going to be? You know, they can't swim, so just put some water in between. Yeah, all right. Let's not try to offend people. So yes, welcome everyone. Glad you're all joining. Let's start with the first part, the weekly retrospective. So, Karl, let's start with you. What you been up to this week?
Sure. So this week I worked a bit with Richard. So we just reconfirmed everybody's view that it's always DNS. Somehow, some way, it's always DNS. Other than that, doing a bit of work with Azure Functions, a bit of work with Azure Backup, and then finalizing a project for an AKS deployment with Azure Firewall. So lots of different stuff this week. It's been good.
Yeah, and you're also studying for certification?
I am. Architect exam AZ303, which is next Friday. So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Positive thoughts, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next Friday morning. So
Remember, if you do not pass, it's not a fail, it's a deferred success.
deferred success. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Well, that's really nice. Okay. So, Richard, what did you do this week?
So this week I've worked with Karl on a few projects and cool little bits. I helped with some functions for another team, and I've been looking into this cool tool called Cooke, which scans your AKS clusters to see if they match the NSA and the CISA guidelines that recently got released. So that's quite fun. It's super easy to do as well. I've got a little YouTube short about that. So if you just follow me on YouTube, you'll find that. Just search for Pixel Robots. And I've done a few other shorts as well about AKS. So most of my time has been researching these new bits coming to AKS, working on the projects. Yeah, it's been quite a fun week, really.
So, Kubescape, is that specific to AKS or Kubernetes in general?
No, any Kubernetes cluster, which is awesome about it. There is another tool called AKS Health Check by Boxboat, which is just specific to AKS, but it's not aligned to the NSA guidelines, but it's just a best practice. So have a look at that as well. That's quite cool.
All right.
What about you, Wesley?
Well, wait up. Richard also wrote a blog post.
Oh.
That is correct. I did. I wrote a blog post about how to scale your AKS, your deployments on AKS to ACI. So you can fill up your node pools, your local VMs first, and then you can scale up to ACI, which is quite a cool feature because then you're not wasting all this resources on VMs sat there waiting for the VMs to spin up. The only downside is the way Kubernetes scales down, it will scale down from your physical nodes first because that's where the most resources are. So you can just play around with the scaling. You can say scale down to 2 if you need to scale down, and then you're left with 1 on the node pool and 1 on the ACI, and then you can just scale down to 1 and it'll get rid of the ACI. hopefully with version 1.22, there's something coming out in beta which might help with that, but I haven't researched that too much. But yeah, it should be good.
Right, that's good. Yeah, what have I been doing this week? I worked at some design. Oh, I think Carl's got his children out.
Yeah, I think I can hear Carl's kids somewhere.
Sorry.
They are let loose. Yeah. Well, no, that's fine. That's fine.
They may come in through this door at some point, so hopefully not.
Yeah. Well, we'd rather have that than Windows Update happening again. So.
Yes. Well, I updated the laptop this morning. No Windows updates today.
Very good. No, so what I've been doing this week, a couple of design calls with customers to finalize the design, which were really good calls. Working on some AKS monitoring, some alerting, writing some functions. Yeah, a lot of that. A lot of the same stuff as Richard, actually. We've been working on the same stuff for about 2 weeks now.
Yep.
So, yeah, can't wait till he's on a holiday so I can work with someone else at some point. No, it's great fun. It's great fun. Really like working with Richard, so that's really good. And doing some stuff with yourself, Karl. So that's been my week so far, and probably gonna end the week doing more expert MSP stuff. So it needs to happen. It is. It's a lot of work, but the result is always really satisfying. Even though you read the document, like, do we really need to do that? Like, do we really, really need to do that? Like, what is? And then you do it, and like, oh, this is not a bad idea, actually. So, yeah, it's satisfying in the long run, but short term, it's you just feel it's sucking the energy out of you. But yeah, all right, let's move on to the next part and see what's new in Azure. And the question is...
Before we start, this is the first time I've heard that slide with the headphones on. And it goes from this side to that side. It's awesome. So cool.
That's it. I've got that. Hold up. It does.
It's so cool. Never noticed that.
I kind of like that. We got like Dolby surround stuff going on here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So the question is, what's new in Azure? But was there actually that much new, or what's happening, Richard? What's new for you? What's changed for you?
So not many new things as such. More deprecation. So lots of things retiring. So lots of announcements about that. So for example, I think it's Java 7 is not going to be available in app services soon, something like that. So definitely have a look at that. And the ND series Azure Virtual Machines are being retired in August 2022. So if you're using them, start looking at moving over to the new HPC virtual machines. And I think there was some other things like hard-coded IPs for Azure Site Recovery are going to be retired in 2024. So yeah, lots of deprecation. So definitely go check out the Azure Updates page to be up to date with all of them.
Yeah.
How about you, Karl? Oh, nice headphones. Thanks, Rennie.
Thanks, Rennie.
Thanks. Yeah, Service headphones, if anyone wants to buy them. Service headphones, yeah, highly recommended when they work.
So for me this week, the one that pops out of actually something new is the public preview for being able to apply guest configuration through Azure Policy, be able to enforce guest configuration through Azure Policy. So that's going to pull together your PowerShell DSC for guest configuration of your VMs. So if you're looking at VMs, you're doing IaaS, then Azure Policy is what to look at to enforce that guest configuration. So that's in public preview.
That's really cool.
Should try that. Should definitely try it. Yeah, I've got some retirements as well, and one of them being and it was announced before. I recall that this was announced a couple of months ago as well, that the Azure AD B2C redirect URL, so login.microsoftonline.com, will be retired. It's going to be, well, if you create a new one right now, it's going to be b2clogin.com. But that's like something, it's going to be happening in 2022, August 31st. But that's really something you want to change because it will literally stop working. So your B2C configuration will just stop at that point if you haven't changed that. So that's something you want to do probably after you first heard of this, because you're going to forget and then you're going to end up running into that. And then we've also got cloud services. The classic deployment model, or cloud services in the classic deployment model, is going to be retiring in 2024. You can never be soon enough, but it is retiring. I don't really come across many of them anymore. I think the last couple of months I haven't seen any.
No,
So,
I've not seen one for a long time. I think someone on Twitter was saying they use them still, but they're migrating, I believe. So
I think they had like 5,000 VMs or something.
Something like that.
Their infrastructure went in, early in the early days of Azure, and they're using like 5,000 odd IaaS VMs. So
Good luck to
them. And then you've got the cloud services which run more like around classic virtual machines. And I've come across a lot of customers in the past that weren't really using the cloud services technology, like for your deployments and all your other logic and configuration, but they just needed the classic virtual machine, just deploy the classic virtual machines in a cloud service, which is an easy migration. If that's your use case, you can just convert them to Azure Resource Manager virtual machines. If you've got the actual cloud service configuration set up, there is going to be, reading it up here, to continue to use your cloud services that were deployed using Cloud Services Classic, migrate them to Cloud Services Extended Support in Resource Manager before August 2024. If you go to the Microsoft docs, there is also a really elaborate description on what you need to do to get rid of cloud service completely and what your alternatives are. So I really recommend looking into that.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so it's time for our guest. And if you talk about pretty much any random sci-fi series, he probably knows something about it. At least that's my experience from the past couple of months.
Yeah.
He knows a lot. There's no convincing him otherwise when it comes to sci-fi or Marvel stuff. He just knows his stuff. And he's a great member of our managed services team from the UK, joined a couple of months ago. Give it up for Matt. I almost forgot to add you there.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. You?
Great. Yeah, very good. Very good. We heard that the cement mixers have stopped at your place. So
Yeah. Next door have stopped laying cement for now, so it should be a bit quieter.
Great. All right. That's good. That's good. So, Matt, we're going to ask you a couple of questions. We're going to do them round robin. So Rich is going to start, then Karl's going to ask a question, and then myself. And we'll do that until we run out of questions. And then we've got a series of speed questions for you. So A or B. Karl's going to ask them. But let's get started with the questions first. The normal questions. Richard, go ahead.
Right. So, Matt, the first question. Tell us something about yourself, but also how long have you been working at Intercept and what do you actually do here?
Okay, so I've been at Intercept almost 3 months now, sort of 3 months sort of next week. I work in the managed services team, so I support Intercept customers with any issues with their current environments and look at ways to improve those environments with any kind of updates or sort of new features that Microsoft have brought out since the initial kind of deployment of their environment that you guys do in the sort of the consultancy side of things. I do that from the UK, where I sort of am based sort of just outside Cambridge, where I've been working with ISVs for the best part of 15 years now, either as a software tester or then moving into infrastructure when, that's where it was obvious my kind of interests lie.
All right. Very good.
So you seem to have quite a lot of Lego in the background there, Matt.
Just a little bit.
Is it a hobby of yours, and do you want to show us any pieces?
Yeah, so it's the bust sort of like the Star Wars things. During COVID, they were my commute home, so I'd do sort of one stage a night, and it'd be like 15 minutes just to stop. I can get you my engagement Millennium Falcon if you wanted. My wife got an engagement ring, so I got a Millennium Falcon.
Awesome.
Please do not drop it.
Please don't drop it.
I was afraid to ask, but
Don't drop it.
Please don't drop it.
So
Look at
that's
that.
my
look
Millennium
at
Falcon.
that.
That's awesome.
It's so cool.
I looked that up on the internet so many times. You've got like even compartments inside. It's so detailed. I'm so jealous of that.
Thank you for being brave enough to bring that down on a live stream, Matt. Thank you.
Yes.
That's all right. I mean, and I know Wesley's been hoping for me to drop it sort of at every opportunity.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted that too.
This is being recorded. This would have been like a YouTube short, a TikTok, a video if you had dropped it. But mainly, I'm just jealous of that. I'm just jealous of that Millennium Falcon. I always see it. I always see it at the toy store. I'm like, oh, it's so good. But I'm like, oh, I can spend the money on so many other things. But it's so good.
It would look good in your background, Wesley. I think you should buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
They take up quite a lot of space, just to warn you.
Yeah. I also in Disney I saw the R2D2 like life sized in Lego.
Oh wow.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. All right. Next question. Let's stop talking about Lego before I start buying stuff. So, so Matt, other than the Lego, do you have any other hobbies? What do you do outside of work?
So my only other main hobby I'd say is cooking. I like to sort of cook nice meals and things, but most of my spare time outside of work is looking after my daughter. Sort of she is quite a sort of focus of time, shall we say?
I was diplomatic to put it like that.
Yeah, sort of I have a lot of fun kind of spending time with her, but it does mean that other hobbies kind of diminish sort of their priority somewhat.
So do you have like a special meal that you like to cook, special dish, or just basically anything?
Anything really. I mean, sort of my primary focus is usually around kind of Christmas. I've been doing the Christmas meal for my family since like 2002, and like each year I sort of try and iterate on it, and it sort of get better and better and better over time. And if COVID hadn't have happened in the last 18 months, I would get people around for sort of the odd meal here, but it's COVID kind of put the sort of a stop to make it like having meals really. So just have to make do.
So I guess you can make a mean roast potato.
Yeah. My roast potatoes are meant to be quite good. My wife reckons my Yorkshire puddings are very good as well. So.
Oh, very good. I do like a good Yorkshire pudding.
No, he's not. He's definitely not taking notes for Christmas.
I think we're hearing Karl is gonna do a Christmas dinner this year.
Matt, I think we need a consultation before I cook anybody Christmas dinner. So.
Yeah, happy to. It's been known in the past.
Do you cook, Karl, or is your name like Takeout Karl? What are you?
No, I can cook. I just don't very often. I should probably do it more.
I just don't have the patience. And when I start cooking, I'm like, then you look at the box and it says, yeah, you need to do 6 minutes each side. I'm like, well, if we just fire it up a little bit, surely we could do it in half that time. And
exactly.
Just end up with me. That's what I try, but it's not that. Yeah, never works out that well. All right. So next question.
So next question. We've asked this question to a few people now, but if anything is possible, what would you change at Intercept starting from now?
Oh, Christ.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sort of. I've only been here sort of a couple of months. I'm still getting my sort of, I think, feet under the table, really. So far, I wouldn't really change much. The only thing I would possibly contemplate changing is the COVID rules, so we could get over to Swallow to meet everybody properly. Sort of that would be the thing I'd change.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It'd be awesome to go over and meet everyone.
Yeah, it would be good. So
your pronunciation of Svol is spot on. It's really good. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Karl.
no worries. So you seem to know an awful lot about sci-fi. How did that happen? And what's your favorite show?
Oh,
you can answer that honestly.
So I know a lot about sci-fi because I lived in the north for 18 years of my life, and it rains a lot, so you watch TV a lot.
Yeah.
Would be the answer there. And my favourite show, I would probably have to say Buffy.
Oh,
I was
good
not
show.
expecting that answer. Awesome.
I didn't expect that at all.
Haven't watched Buffy in years.
Yeah, I saw Buffy on Prime Video again. Might have to look into that. That was good. I was really young when we watched that. Wasn't there a spin-off from that called Angel, or was that not a spin-off?
It was, yeah.
It was a spin-off. Yeah. Oh, we watched too much TV, guys. We watched too much TV.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one. So you've only been here for 3 months, well, at Intercept. But what was your most fun memory up until now?
Most fun memory, I think it's just getting to meet everybody, and sort of when I was looking for a new job, one of the things I saw online was about kind of finding your tribe, and I think that's what I've done at Intercept. Sort of everybody is so passionate about what they do, on like within managed services and within the consultancy team, and everybody is just sort of trying to do the best that they can do and sort of help customers either with their business processes and new infrastructure or fixing problems with their current infrastructure. And yeah, sort of it's just a lot of fun to get your teeth into those kind of problems and fix them and actually get a resolution and be working as a team towards a common goal.
That's a good answer.
That's good.
I love that. Yeah. So, if money wasn't an issue and COVID wasn't here, where would you go on holiday and why?
I'd like to go back to Iceland to potentially see the Northern Lights. That would probably be because it was quite expensive when we went. We went there for our honeymoon, and we spent sort of 10 days like circumnavigating the island, but we were unfortunate enough not to actually see the Northern Lights. So if money was no object, Iceland for as long as it took to see the Northern Lights.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, Iceland's amazing. I went there a couple of 4 years or so ago. Again, didn't get to see the Northern Lights, but it's just such a beautiful place, and it's very calm and secure, and you feel safe there. It's lovely.
Yeah. Just before we get to the next question, a big difference on how Intercept operates versus the conventional UK MSP. Well, thanks for the compliment. We really try to to get on top of the customer and care. Well, we care about them, but we try not to just tick the boxes, but go above and beyond. And I think that's what Matt just described. The tribe, the way, the things where everyone's running hard and fast, and it's a team effort. It's really, it's really good. All right, next question.
Sure. So, what does a day in the life of Matt look like?
A day in the life of Matt is hopefully sleeping till 6 o'clock and then waking up.
Yeah,
6 o'clock.
I have similar hopes. I have similar hopes, man.
Yeah. Sort of you gotta live. It's the hope that you get that far, and then it's a case of getting up, sorting my daughter out, getting her to the childminder, then sort of 8:15, 8:30, I'd start work, sort of with stand-ups with the managed services team, and then work on a variety of kind of issues or sort of internal meetings or any kind of improvement projects I'm on. Finish work around sort of 5 o'clock ish. Make tea for Ada and my wife, and then bedtime, and then I sit on the sofa and hopefully chill for a few hours. That's generally the more usual day, shall we say?
Awesome.
Cool.
So we've got everyone 6 a.m. I wish. Well, for me it's 7:15 a.m. I'm cool with that.
7:20 for me.
7:20. This morning I messaged Karl and then I sent an apology going, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was 7:30 your time. And he just went like, "Oh, don't worry, I've been up for 90 minutes." What?
Yeah.
What? All right, well, Matt, we've got one more question before we move on to the speed questions. So if you would ask your wife what your superpower would be, what would she say?
Oh, I don't know. She constantly says that I'm really intelligent, even though, sort of I'm not. So she'd probably say that.
Intelligence.
Yeah, she likes to sort of drop into conversations that sort of I have quite a high IQ and stuff like that. So.
That's nice.
All right, that's good. It's a nice compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's time for a couple of speed questions. We've got this or that. Karl's going to go through them. It's going to be A or B, so you get to pick two. Sure. One of two. Karl, go ahead.
Strapped in, Matt, ready to go?
Yeah.
So, Star Trek or Star Wars?
Yes.
Stargate or Star Wars?
Yes.
What? That's cheating.
I love that answer. That's such a good answer.
Pirates or ninjas?
Ninjas.
Awesome. This one needs an answer. Y'all Barini.
Yes.
No.
I think you without either of them, Intercept wouldn't be what it is. So you can't have one without the other.
Okay.
I like that. That's a good
We'll allow
answer.
that. That's fine. Reading books or watching movies?
Probably watching movies, but should be reading books.
Red Bull or Mercedes?
Mercedes.
What? We're Dutch. Never mind. Okay.
So
Dutch. If it's McLaren, I would have gone McLaren. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I should have put that in there.
It was McLaren back in the day for me, anyway. So, new phone and new laptop.
New laptop.
Successful career or happy family life?
Happy family life.
So, born in the future or in the past?
Future.
Okay. So, superpowers time: be invisible or be able to read minds?
Read minds, probably.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yep. So, morning shower or evening shower?
Morning.
Okay. Manicure or pedicure?
Manicure, if I had to choose.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so pancakes or stroopwafels? Stroopwafels. Trying to pronounce that correctly. Feeling.
It depends on the situation. Pancakes for breakfast, stroopwafels for a snack.
Okay, good answer.
All right.
Nice. I think that's the end of those.
Yep, that's the last one.
So we got to go back a little bit. Star Trek, Star Wars, Stargate. You can't pick?
I am quite a fan of them all, so I think it would be rude to single one out. It's basically anything but Babylon 5, right? So
Matt, those Legos behind you, they're all Star Wars. I don't see a single Star Trek or Stargate Lego though, so I think you might have a
Because you
favourite.
can't get them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't exist.
Maybe we need
Don't
to get them. We need to make them exist. Let's email Lego.
I
Not
would
missing a trick.
I would go here, take my money if they would do a Stargate Lego, like
Yeah.
the Stargate.
The actual Stargate. Oh,
That would be
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah,
If you had the whole Cheyenne bunker, a whole 26 levels.
just but Star Trek.
That'd be big.
I watched I actually watched every Star Trek show there is.
Yeah, no.
And I always go Star Wars or Star Trek, and then I prefer Star Wars because of all the action and I like the characters. But Star Trek, the universe, it is really intriguing. Oh, Expanse as in Andrew is doing. Do you watch that? The Expanse. The Expanse.
Never watched it.
on Prime Video. I really like it. I really like it. It's really good. All right.
So before we move on questions, I think Dan's got a question in the chat. He wants to know, what's your favourite bin day?
It's always Black Bin Day, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's the same as Dan as well.
All right. Let's move to the
quick.
fun facts. Let's move on
Yeah.
to the fun facts before we start talking about bins. Do an important remark from Andrew. You can actually make it yourself via the Brick Builder site, so you can actually build the spaceship, build the Stargate if you really want to. Might have to look into that. It's really good.
Yeah.
All right, time for fun facts. So, do we have any fun facts? I do. We got another colleague starting next week, also from the UK. I have to wait for him to announce it, but next week, right? Yes, next week.
Wednesday.
Next
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So that's going to be interesting. Also, we talked about the cloud services earlier and the Azure Classic deployments. That was actually a big part of our first Azure success, moving from Azure Service Manager to Azure Resource Manager. We developed a procedure and some scripting and automation to actually convert. Well, not actually convert. You couldn't convert back then. When ARM was first released, you couldn't press convert to ARM. So we actually wrote scripting to do an ARM template and copy the disk from one storage account to another. We didn't have managed disk back then. So disk in storage account, ARM template, provision VM again. And we did that over and over again for a lot of companies worldwide. So that was quite some business back then for the yes, the move to Azure Resource Manager was quite painful. There was no migration scenario. Think of what would you do with your backup vaults and stuff back then, but also brought a lot of business, to be fair. Yeah. So other fun facts. Did we buy anything this week?
Well, I brought a light, but I'm down in the living room, so I'm not actually using it. But it's up on my desk. But yeah, so that's something I bought.
Okay.
Yeah. Apart from that, nothing.
Carl's got a coffee machine in the back.
I do.
Oh, that's new.
Over there. So it's newish. I'm usually sitting like this, and you can see it.
But you're basically just sitting. You're basically sitting in the office, and you're grabbing your coffee from there because you don't want to go downstairs.
Just in case if I'm in the middle of something, and the kids might distract me, or might think I'm not busy and just come in. So yeah, sometimes you have to.
All right,
I like it. I might have to invest in a tea making machine because I'm not really a coffee drinker. Or a hot chocolate making machine. You've got me thinking now.
Yeah, just have a drinks bar across the.
Yeah.
What is a tea making machine? Is that not like a device to boil water?
It's a kettle.
Yeah, it's a kettle. I forgot the name of the kettle.
A tea making machine. So it's a tea making machine now. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I totally forgot the kettle.
Kettle.
All right.
Yeah.
Kettle. All right. I didn't buy anything. I think no, but a soundbar for the TV should be in tomorrow. Watch
nice.
Formula One with good sound this weekend, right? So we'll do that. And Matt, did you buy anything?
Just a new cushion for the sofa that my dog destroyed. So.
The dog destroyed what?
The sofa.
The whole sofa. Do we have pictures?
Not on me. Sorry. But yeah, he destroyed the whole sort of back seat because next door had their windows cleaned. He doesn't like ladders.
Okay.
I once had a dog that was left in the car. It wasn't hot, so it was just sitting in the back of the car. Windows slightly open. When we got back to the car, headrest gone, seat belts gone, and that was 2 days before we're gonna sell that car.
Yeah, oh boy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but all right, that's enough fun facts for today. I think we're at the end of the show. Want to thank you all for joining. Matt, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. I think you're doing amazing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you next week. We're gonna have for a guest next week. We'll have to find someone.
Maybe the new starter, whoever it is.
Good idea.
Oh, we're gonna put that in the calendar. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's joining, we're gonna do that next week. I'm making a note now.
I think we're going to have another special guest joining us because Greg is not here. So,
yes,
should be good.
We're going to see if I think that person has a pirate outfit.
Yes.
We need to see if we can make that happen.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of the week. Definitely enjoy the weekend. Matt, good luck with Mercedes this weekend, but I think McLaren will do all right as well. I think Norris will have a good race, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully so.
And, hopefully. And I'll see you all next week. Thank you. And have a good
Cheers.
day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.